this is what it would be. Now see if it works. You do now? Cool. Sweet. Here. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. See if that works. Yes. Still can? Because that'd be sweet if you could still. Because I would like that. Because that'd be good then. Oh, delay is heavy. Mr. Droxid, let me know if you still can. One more time, just to be sure. Man, it's really like delayed. So I'm going to share this link so you need to know it's working. Tell me, Droxid. I need to know. Alright, sweet. I will do it. A little shoddy, but whatever. Probably gonna wait till people are in here. It doesn't really matter. Start really like narrating and commenting. Commenting, narrating. More so to say. Those boards look good. Yeah, before I start really diving into commentary. Usually I'd like questions for people to ask. And those are small planks. I'll use that one too. I'll just grab textures. Which one was the good one? That's the one. Oh, you know, I know what I'll do. Post it here too. Digressing here. So easy just to get distracted by Discord. It's kind of bad. Oh, some more people are. Okay, cool, sweet. If y'all are there, please say something. I'm willing to. I'd love to talk. Just about anything. Questions regarding map making. That'd be cool. That'd be cooler, actually. Yeah. Right now it's just texture find. I like just like to find textures before sweet. Nice. Super me boy. I just like to find textures before doing anything, because I think textures really define your map more than anything. The model is just like used to project it. It's all about like your materials and shit, I'd argue. I mean, you can make unique looking models, don't get me wrong, but the textures just, well, it's like you're simulating real life, so it's like the texture is what's doing the job. Let's see, what am I gonna fucking make? So no, I just had this like grand idea for this like kind of like not necessarily like a full circus, but it is like it's like a theme, not a theme park. if you guys know what Navy Pier is in Chicago, it's kind of like that actually, which is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place if you've never been there. I like that place a lot. Here, we'll just do that. Fuck it, green. Green's a nice color. So I like it when it's used, not like everyone expects the color green for grass and greenery. I like it when it's not used for that. I think it looks better. Oh, excuse me, other than just greenery, because you expect greenery to be green, which is kind of lame. No, he hasn't. Trust me, he is not. More powerful than he could ever imagine. Let's see. Let's fucking see. Oh, you know, I just need it to be a tile, actually. Like this. I actually got inspired from it at my job. I saw it on it. I work at Best Buy, and there's like TVs that just have, like commercials and shit on. And I just saw like this like circus they had playing there. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It just put like an image into my head, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta make it. That's how it usually happens. And then I just make it. It's kind of like a drawing at the same time as well as being a map. Even though, like, you should think about like the gameplay, what's gonna happen in your map, than just how it looks. I mean, that also ties into it, so you make good discoveries that way. So it's also like they both matter. Like I don't care what people say. Like the map doesn't matter, or like gameplay comes first. Gameplay is like important, but so I think how it looks as well should matter. I think it matters. Let's see. I'm just trying to find, like, still, I'm just finding textures right now. Just really, I might not even use them all. I just find it better to have them than not to. Or just start making stuff. Sometimes I can just make shit, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with this. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I need my textures. Today, I need my textures. Shit. It's a good texture up there. Are you into circuses, Mr. Flowtonic? Or are you like, nah, fuck that. Circuses are fucking lame. They're fucking. Some people are like, yeah, some people hate them. And the thing is, I never really got exposure to a circus. I always, what you may call it. Okay, I'm gonna start making shit. Okay, because I know the image in my head. I'm like the painting I'm trying to create right now. Kind of like that. A circus killed my father. A pair of pants killed mine. It's okay. Shit. Let's see. I think a cool thing about making maps, sometimes winging it's kind of cool. You can just get some cool discoveries with it. This would be a cool, like, shop. Have you ever played Fallout 3? Joxid. Photonic. Flotanic. You ever played Fallout 3, buddy? N-O. Thanks. It's actually, I'd recommend it. It's really good. That's probably partly why I like making this idea is because it's kind of like an area from Fallout 3 called Point Lookout, which I think is I really like that DLC a lot. It's really cool. Na 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 na. That DLC was a lot of fun. Let's see. Let's see how this scales to link before I do anything else. Sometimes you can just make shit without scaling it to link. Actually, with OOT's camera, yeah, that'll look fine. OOT's got a weird camera. About there at the chest. Because then he climbs it. Which is actually, you kind of want that because, yeah, realistically, yeah, that's realistic enough. It's kind of fat though. So I've been getting like slower at mapping, which kind of sucks. I used to be like super fast at it. They said like to say I was. I'm more about precision, more accurate precision, I should say. Not so much like music still look weird to me. Actually, yeah, 'cause I could do something with that. Actually, I'm gonna do it. Put a nice border on there. That's what I'm gonna do. Leave those textures just repeating ridiculously. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? There we go. Actually, not the top ones. The top ones are going to be different. Let's see. Mind the cough. Cough for me, baby. Cough. Cough. Thank you. You got doctors, they're just like, oh, cough. I think doctors are like, secretly have like fetishes. Not fetishes, just like, abnormal. Not abnormal, just like an obsession. I guess a passion would be more accurate for like, just for people's bodies. Let me look at your body. Let me grab your back and make sure make sure your back is, not your back, fuck. Your your lungs are fine. Get a feel right here. Just cough for me. And like someone gets like a nasty cough. Thank you. Sends a chill down my spine. That's fucking great. Let's see. I need another texture, Droxad. Let's see. Every doctor ever. That's fucking great. I should watch an interview with a doctor just to get like I'd like just to get an insight on like what they think about that stuff. Just in general, like what they do. Yeah, like some of them don't care, but some of them I feel like they would oh, this is a great texture. Some of them would, I feel like they do have like a passion for it. For like what they do, not like so much the what it's doing. I feel like especially with doctors, since the job is so like demanding. I don't know how it is, but I feel like some of them see the goal as better than the work, so they don't mind doing the work. But I feel like some of them are just like, maybe they just have an obsession with the work or just a love for it. I think it would be cool. I like that kind of stuff. I like people that have passion. What the fuck should I have this goddamn thing? It needs to be like colored. Yeah, it needs colored, colored wood. Yeah, colored wooden planks would look great on the outside. Make it look like... Cause it's a fucking circus. Circuses are supposed to be colorful. Like, could you imagine like a dull colored circus? Like, let's say they colored a circus like Hyrule Field. It would just look disgusting. It's like this green right here, this nasty green with like just brown. It's like shit. Where the fuck is the texture for this? Hot damn. Yep, here's the funnest part of 3D modeling. You get to see the searches for textures. Which usually I know where they are. I usually remember them pretty well, but now that I'm talking, okay, this is perfect. Now that I'm talking, I'm just not super focused onto it. Which I don't need to be. I like that color. There we go. Fuck yes, that's great. Circus material. Great circus material, kids. I'm sorry, Troxid. I shouldn't be laughing like that. Your dad was killed by a circus. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Rotate 90 degrees. Flip up and down. Look at that. Not perfect, but pretty smooth. I'm sorry. See, look at now. That's a nice border for the circus. For the circus. It's too saturated, but I do like that texture. It's just too fucking saturated. So actually, I do have a substitute in mind. I will need this one, but I do have a substitute in mind. Where is it? Wo ist das? WTF? Photonic, do you know any other languages other than English? I'm curious what other languages you might know, if you do know them. It's kind of like fucking like super bright. That looks a bit better. Maybe just darken that one a smidge. No, some of the colors look fucking weird on that. God damn it! Actually, here. Funny thing about this, like, this is like a small detail that like. It's a small detail. Is that since wooden planks, it would take up less room to be like that. At least I'm positive it would. If I'm wrong, then sue me, kill me, burn me to the fucking stake. Burn me with a stake. Actually, I think those would be like that. Yeah. That clashes with these bottom ones, which is, I hate that. Bring those off. Nope, it looks weird. Reset color. Oh, that looks nice. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of like faded. And then I'll just fade this for now. That's fucking great. God damn it. Somebody colorize it. Okay, that is too fucking bright. Usually you just unsaturate it. Sometimes, whatchamacallit. Okay, I'll do this later, because whatchamacallit. Sometimes SketchUp isn't the best at fucking with editing textures. So it's just better not to use it sometimes. Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes you just can't. It's just not gonna work. Put this to like the middle. I'm positive that is like the UV. I doubt it's the proper UV tool, but excuse me. I think that would be it. Huffer, how you doing? Nice to see you here. Huff and paint? I always call him Huffer. What's your name? No, I shouldn't repeat like that. Not that much. Actually, it's kind of fine, because usually... you know, I'm just going to actually do this. You know, actually I got a better idea. Disable it. Oh, fuck. Disable texture. That's when you know your fucking thing's all fucking weird. Okay. Oh my god. That's fucking funny. There we go. Should rather use that texture. This one, because this one is bordering. So we can actually save a texture. So I think it works. I argue that it works. The real photonic. I said the real photonic. Perfection. What if he was? What would you do then, SpongeBob? No, we cannot. Look at Huffer just fucking destroying his dreams. What if he wants to be photonic? Photonic's funny. What the fuck is that shit? What the fuck is this fair? Actually, here's how you save groups. Here's how you save polygons. You group that, hide it, delete this shit. Actually, undo that. It's a paint huffer. He helps paint. Herfer, nerf herder, scruffy nerf herder. Have you seen Star Wars? Huffer. Unhide all. Any SketchUp boys, that's always a good thing to do, is unhide things. Hide and unhide it. Let's see, look at this. Some dark, too bright. It's all clashing. That's funny. At least it looks detailed. Alright. Because you guys are going to see what I have in mind for this. That house is kind of... It's actually, no, I have even more ideas for how it'll look. It'll look kind of like a food dispenser place. OoT Tech, here we go. Vaccient, is that the guy you're talking about? Valley, some water. Yeah, this is what we need, some fucking water. Who's Vax anyway? Unless it's Vaccient, the old guy from the modding community. Unless you're talking to Photonic. He's satanic, watch out. He'll get you. He offered you candy. You better not refuse him, Huffer. That's fucking funny as hell. Want some candy? Before I try to find long lost friends. Sometimes friends lose. People move on. Gotta be prepared. I mean, it sucks, but sometimes, it's whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Whatever. Let's do some more speed runs in GoldenEye. White Goose reference. I just do his voice because it's fucking funny. The guy himself is great. Like, if you need motivation, watch our White Goose. he just does speed runs for GoldenEye, but like just the way he talks, the way the person is, he can just motivate you. It's not like a joke either. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Aha! I like when the ideas just spawn. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let's see. I do got this. Okay. Should I be 8-sided, 6-sided? 8-sided is too much for OoT. 8 million, kajillion, a billion polygons. OT is just like, no, 1,000, please. No more, no less. And then it's like, nope, you're getting 1,000 fucking polygons. Eat shit. Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. OOT, baby. OOT all day, son. Morshus? Who's that? Oh, another SketchUp tool. SketchUp tip. Explode curve. You right click, hit explode curve. Super nice. Kills a lot of bullshit. Because when you have that curve, when you try to like move a model or like move like a point, the whole fucking thing likes to move. So I find it better to. I find it that exploding the curve is just really good to do that. It prevents that. So I should just say. Oh, I get why those weren't separated. Let's see what I'm doing here. Red, nope. Flip along green. The green dude. Don't you want the green, man? Yeah, man. Smoke me up, dude. Fuck you, dude. You never fucking buy drugs. Buy more drugs than you, dude. You're just another pawn of the man, man. Moral of the story, buy your own drugs. No, there is none. I'm just being fucking silly. That's good. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Perfect. Hexagonal race. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like an. Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Let's see. What was he gonna post here? That's right. I can think of two things easily. I got circus tent, a circus like building, or like the building from Rico Harbor. Not Rico Harbor. There's a harbor. This weird thing should be part of a satisfy a GIF compilation. Oh fuck! I could think of because I'm conflicted in what I could have right here. I'll do. I know what I'll do. I'll do this. Sweet. There we go. Explode that curve. I do get a message on Discord. I'll check it later. I don't know how to set up like stuff where I could just literally just show the stream. So I would do that, but I don't know how to, whatchamacallit. I don't know how to set all that shit up. I don't spend enough time on Twitch to do that. If anyone had like a video, that'd be nice. I could just look at that. Usually just don't really, I guess, care to figure that out. Even though I feel like I should, because then you just see like the chat and then just the channel. Or not the channel, the fucking the program I'm using. SketchUp. Explode. Take that out of here. Actually, should actually save more triangles by projecting these and just making this a point. If I just have it high enough, oh, I need the middle point. That's right. I'll do this. That's middle point enough. Fuck it. Alright, I'll just keep... yeah, I'll just keep that line there. Is Blender anything like this, Photonic? Maybe one fucked up spike. Let's see. Not quite. I think it is. What does IRC stand for? Isn't it like some internet chat group or some shit? Blenda. Blenda. You're saying it wrong. You gotta say it's BLENDAH. Blenda. Blenda. Oh wow, huh. You could just do that in there. How so? Yes, I'm doing real Photonic. Never used Blender. So this isn't the real Photonic. Photonic. What was I fucking doing? I know what I was doing. Yeah, because those all should be lined. Huh, fuck. Okay, I know what I gotta do. Select that. Okay, this should work. Alt M, add center. Wow. Fuck. You know why this? Yeah, it's that middle one's grabbed. Wow, I didn't know Blender could do that. Damn it, not find center. Split curve. Get rid of that. What are your thoughts on Maya? Because I hear Maya is like 10 times better than... Like, I hear it's professionally used. But I also heard Blender has like... It's basically like... Blender's like Maya, but for free. Just a bit more like complicated, I guess. So like I heard South Park. If you know what South Park is, all right, let me undo this. I heard South Park uses step it, step it up, boo. No. Okay, no. But he has stepped it up. Oh, it needs to get stretched. I really like this texture a lot. It's really nice. Orange and gray. It's like orange and brown gray. I don't know if it repeat like. Well, it's like that's good. Bum 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 bum. Should have like clown music playing. Woohoo, little Timmy. Does it? Memory footprint. But can it do things like what Maya can? If you know what Maya is, you have to know what Maya is, or 3ds Max. I don't know which one's better because I think they're made from the same person, the same like company. I'm gonna do this. Genuinely curious to see if I could build faster in Blender, like let's say like or Maya. And like just as accurate. I always feel because I feel like if you can make it in like I don't see the difference if it looks this. Let's say like you built 2 models, one in SketchUp, one in Blender, or like one in Maya and one in Blender. Like what's the difference? Shouldn't it like in theory be the same? I think it would be. It's a nice tent. Group. Explode. Zerkita. Show my boobs off on Twitch. Yeah. Can you donate to my stream and fucking donate to my stream and then fucking you'll get emotes. Get a fucking emote. I was watching like a stream not long ago, and like it's all the same shit. It's like everyone complaining about Patreon. Everyone complaining about like it's just like Twitch culture, I guess. It just all sounds like the same. Like I go to every like Twitch channel, and it sounds like everyone's just talking about like their emotes, not their emotes, their fucking views and shit. Like I do not like see people talking about like other stuff. Like more like smaller channels I do, but like big ones seems like it's just people talking about the same shit. And I don't get how that's like entertaining in the slightest. Maybe they're not always like that. I don't fucking know. I'm not there. I'm not on Twitch long enough. Look at this. This will be backface cold in game. Woo! That's a nice. I love this tent. I love like the colors on it. I hope that looks good. I think it looks good. Let's see. I know I'm not gonna make. I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make this. I'm Mm. Oh no, I know how to make it. It's gotta be a build up. It just can't be like, oh, you go straight to here. So, this could probably just be a town right now. There's no set in stone plan I have for it, so it is what it is right now. I'm just gonna fucking YOLO swag 420 this bitch. Yep, I went there. Yeah, my label. Oh, you saw I did that? That's just to get the curve right. Just so it's the same length. Of course. Actually, they could look like that. It doesn't look as right when you see them look like that. It looks better when you like turn them the direction. So theoretically, they could like your carpenter, whoever was building it, had it like that, and they cut them on an angle like that. I think ideally, I think you would do this ideally. The reason I don't do it here is because SketchUp sucks. You do something like, yeah, you do like this, which looks 10 times, like that looks 10 times better. It looks a lot, I think it looks smoother. The reason I'm not doing it here is because it, actually, no, I will keep it like that. Just where, usually, because I, excuse me, SketchUp likes to export. If you modify faces like that, SketchUp's like, oh, you made a new face. You made a new texture. Since you, stretch the texture in an odd way. So it exports it as a different texture, which is annoying. When it's technically just UV'd. This needs a bottom. It does not need a back, though. So I'm going to save myself a little bit of time and just not make it, because there will be ground here. Here, let me think about this in my head. Okay, I know what it needs. Let's see what it needs. Guardrails of some type, because, or like a line. Usually lines. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be old school. These look kind of tribal, but that could work here. Patreon. Oh, please go to my Patreon. Every fucking YouTuber ever, it's like, go to my, support me on Patreon, please. And, once you do that, like, like, keep watching all my videos. Will it be stone here? Concrete? It kind of needs to be, it could be wooden, but it will be metal. This is how I just envision it. It's like a tip jar. Is it a tip jar? Fuck it, I'm doing this. I'm just gonna stretch this out so it looks clean. Making your textures look clean is a good way to go. Yes, very nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, this will be cool. You guys will love this. What I'm gonna fucking do. Hold on. Let me just think it out really quick. Let's see. I'm trying to think this out. How will this go? I know how I want it to look like. I just want to like translate it in game. Ha, okay, I just got a perfect idea. This is where that's why I'm like translating it into like gameplay a bit more. Yeah, this will be kind of cool. Sometimes I will admit I kind of slack on gameplay. It's kind of hard to do when you're not like actively thinking about it. It requires a lot of active. It's a very active thing you need to. Actually, I gotta do it like this, which will be lame to watch, but optimal to do. Just do this. Bam. Luckily, it gets faster the more you just do it. The more you just copy them. Yep, it's gotta be gridded. It's a lame fucking grid. I know. I'm sorry. Except I'm not. What the fuck? You're kidding me. Actually, it's not a big deal. Let's put the scream. Cocksucking damn it! I don't need to. Cocksucking. Cocksucking damn it. That's always the funniest shit to say. That's just out of random. It's because this fucking German speedrunner. Oh my god, it's fucking gold. Oh, what's up? Mo, I know you. You're from the Paper Mario stream. The Paper Mario stream. The Paper Mario server. How you doing? Actually, no, I need to make this a little bit deeper because Link's kind of small. Let's see, where is he? Actually, right now it's kind of big, but I'll have to make it smaller to fit all the content I want it to fit. Yeah, 'cause camera will be like right here. Link walks through here. It'll take him like 2 seconds for each one. Which it's not so much the time that it takes for him to get through there. It's more so the what should I call it? Working on a OoT map actually. It's a circus themed. It's a circus. Basically, it's like a circus at near the water. I'm just gonna copy and paste this in case I fuck up something. It's not bad to do that. Custom OoT map, no hearts. Literally no hearts. You know, this will be. Oh, I know what to do. This will be fucking cool. Yeah, you know why? There's no hearts. Because I'm putting no soul into this. Motherfucker. Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, because this just needs like 2 just to look right. This part's kind of lame. What exactly? I'm like to watch. I can imagine this not being like, okay, he's just raising pillars from a Gimpla. does make more sense though. And like something in here, you could put moblins would work perfectly in here because they like to patrol corridors. They're designed to do that, so you can have some fun with moblins. This one, okay, this one, I know what this one would be. This one would literally just be like that, so you kind of see it. You'll see it from a distance. You'll be like, oh, how do I get to there? I'd like to have like a seeming entrance for that one. This might just be scrape. Yeah. I'm trying to make this maze like elaborate to the point it's like annoying because mazes aren't that fun. They can be annoying. They're not like it's not. They're not that it's not fun. It's just it could be annoying if it's not done right. Because they could be easy to get lost in. Some people get lost in mazes fairly easily, which is, oh, excuse me, which I find kind of strange. Usually because I'm usually pretty good at finding my way through mazes. I don't think it's that hard. I just have a good sense of direction, so it's not hard for me. It's hard for games, giggity, but I mean, joke aside, some people just don't have that sense of direction, oddly enough. Should be one of those window. But what do you mean by window mazes? Like a mirror maze, like Bruce Lee in his what we call it? What was this fucking movie? Like with all the mirrors? Is that what you're talking about? Mirrors or windows? Okay. Like, would the windows lead to anything? Because I was thinking of this like a like a Greek architecture. It was like Greek architecture. It'll be like this is like in my mind. This is like the line waiting outside of to the amusement ride. But since it's a Zelda game, it's gonna be a bit more elaborate. And since the circus isn't like a traditional circus, it would be strange like that. But mirrors, I'm just curious. Like, how do you think I would do that? Like, how do you think I would at least make it in the map? It doesn't have to be like if I'm not making it for the gameplay. From a gameplay perspective, I could use like the rotating cobra mirrors from Spirit Temple. It's just the only issue with that is that light getting it to work is just the issue because getting that light to work it's an actor but it's like hard coded. It's so stupid. I have not been able to get it to work in a custom map, which is it's just annoying. Okay. No. Huh. Are those in? I haven't been to like a circus. I never really been to a circus. They're kind of like a not a mirage, but like a foreign. It's foreign to me, so I don't really know what to like. What I mean, I've seen like movies and shit where we're at a circus. Ha, take a look. Here's your clowns. But I feel like there could be more to it that I don't know. Which is which may get creative. I don't need to do that. Creatively, it might get things wrong, but it also opens up things. Yeah, because I know what I'm doing here. Okay, this will be. You guys are gonna love this. Fuck. There's a reason I say you guys are gonna love this. Shh. Okay, cool, perfect. Works out well. Here's what I'm doing. I would love to go to a circus sometime. Oh yeah, go ahead, dude. I would like to see more stuff you make. I feel like you got like a ton of maps that are just like you just have at your disposal. You just don't show off, which is I do too, which is good because you don't want to show off everything, but also at the same time it's just motivating for you. Not I don't. I mean, you don't need motivation. And you're a fucking hard worker. From what I can see, you make some fucking awesome shit. You guys are gonna fucking love this because this is gonna be weird. You guys all played Super Mario 64, correct? Oh yeah, this will be fucking awesome. Hope y'all played Super Mario 64 because this is gonna be it's gonna be very it's gonna be familiar to you if you know Super Mario 64. Yeah, I could just do that and not make too many polys. Hey Mauve, like, are you able to make maps in a different program and import them into a what you might call it, into Starrod? Have you gotten to Big Boo's Haunt? I can just do the one. Have you ever gotten to Big Boo's Haunt? Let's do that. Actually, this whole thing has got to get rotated to be make group to be even with that. Oh shit, it'll crash. Damn. Okay. So you haven't played much of it then, I'm assuming. Like, do you know how many stars you got? Because Big Boo's Haunt is like, that's like the second, after the second key, which is like after 12 stars, I think. Why does it crash? Is Starrod, do custom maps work on N64 for Paper Mario? I have an EverDrive. I would love to you could like send me like a ROM with a test map. I would love to Paper Zelda. I would love to test it. Like just see if it does. 'Cause that'd be awesome. 'Cause I'd love to play any ROM hacks. I always like playing them on the hardware. At least like N64 ones. Fuck it, it's happened. Actually, that makes sense. It still works. Photonic love Paper Mario's making a Paper Mario ROM hack, which looks pretty sweet. I'm really looking forward to it. I would love to see a snow area in your hack. You have any snow areas planned? 'Cause I love snow. Like I don't know, Mario games snow is just like very pleasant. Yeah, oh that's fucking great, wicked. I think I asked someone and they said it didn't. Maybe the tool got updated though. That's allowed to get shrunk. This is really big. Ah, sweet. Final Fantasy. Oh, that's interesting. Cause I love Final Fantasy. Actually, Final Fantasy like inspired a lot of my OoT hack. I'm just gonna make this equal. Because I'm enough for for what should I call it? I just like to make things precise as possible. Final Fantasy. Because that would work too. Because like Final Fantasy is all about like your party. Like you have your main party with you, or a party of characters, not your main party. But I just gotta put something inside of here so it's fun. Which is easy because you know it looks like a fucking bird cage, and that's what it could damn well be. And we'll just have wood in there. And wood in Ocarina of Time, you get a hook shot. Oh shit, my fucking wrist is itchy. Is there like a certain type of Final Fantasy you would like to see, or just like a Final Fantasy like? Oh, dude, I love Final Fantasy X. That is my favorite game of all time. That story, oh my god, it touched me. Which sounds dirty, but that story, oh my god, like, ah, it made me want to make like a good like that's what. Ah, fuck, man. It's hard to put it in words. FF type characters. Okay, that'd be cool. Would it still be the same style, like, or would it be paper, or would it be what you might call it? Would it be in 3D, like the characters in 3D, not just the environments? I think even if it wasn't like paper, I think it would totally work still. There's no denying it wouldn't. I'm so glad you like FFX. I fucking love FFX. I cry at the end. I fucking cry. It is just a beautiful game. Like Nobuo Uematsu is music. I know he didn't do the whole soundtrack by himself. If it was me making it, it would make it look like Paper Mario but with FFMCs. Okay, that'd be cool. See, I could get behind that easily. That'd be fucking awesome. You could just use the Final Fantasy MIDIs too, since there's like a shit ton online. Just credit Nobuo Uematsu for him. Just because he's a fucking genius, musical genius. Like, there's not one musician that is fucking as brilliant as that man. He just knows how to articulate emotion and feeling into sound. A buddy of mine saw him IRL actually in a whatchamacallit, at a Distant Worlds concert. He cried. He was like, "Oh my god, Nobuo Uematsu is here." Yeah, that guy's great. Nice. I like the original version better than the remastered. There's some remaster that's really good, like Eunice theme, and someday this dream will end, or I think that's what it's called. That one's still really good, remastered. But I think there's, I just like the OG PS2 version. Probably because that's what I grew up with. Let's see. I will need Bird's Nest shit. Does Ocarina of Time? What they have Gao? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I have Gao in here. This will be a cool. This will be like a mini dungeon, probably not like a full dungeon, but a mini dungeon, which is just a few puzzles. No boss or anything like that. I'll just fit it in here. Fuck it. I want a seaside circus. Let's see. Did I share? Where did I share that? I'm curious how you got to the stream links. I think. Are you in the Hylian modding server, Mauve? Okay, how many people are watching? Okay, yeah, 4. That's fine. Any big like? What do you mean, like by like hacks? Because there's a lot of maps out there. Trust me, people are making maps like every fucking day. Ah, okay. That's funny. That's right. I figured I'm like, I'll share the link. That's what people get here. ROM hacks. There's a few. The biggest one is Nimpazi Adventures coming out in a few days, which I'll get into that in a second. But Project Third Quest is like the biggest because they've done like custom maps, custom music, assembly hacks, and custom models. Which they made a playable demo, which was actually pretty cool. But they've also made a I know where I need to go. They had like a showcase trailer which showed off ASM hacks with custom maps, music, and it was beautiful. It's like one of the best looking Ocarina of Time hacks that have been publicly showcased. Link's Awakening 64 is a big one. It's in private, because he's fear of Nintendo. But that's like the guy's work. The guy who does that's doing a great job on that. He's got a team, which is he's basically remaking Link's Awakening, the Game Boy Color game, the Game Boy Color versions. The Game Boy Color version, more so because it's a reimagining, so to say, which I think is better. You kind of need it if you go from 2D to 3D, because the story is a bit different with how you portray 2D and 3D. Here we go. So he's taking creative liberties with what he does, which I'm perfectly fine with. They're actually really good too. Then there's mine. I would consider mine a. It's not public. Majora's Mask, dude. Majora's Mask is a fucking ROM hack of OOT. It literally is. It's a super ROM hack. Funny you say that, because like that's what inspired me to do a ROM hack of Zelda. I played through OOT or MM. I'm like, MM could be so much. It could be so much more. So I'm like, fuck it. If I can figure out how to hack this shit, I'm fucking doing it. Which I didn't do till like a few years later. Once I saw a video on how to do it, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. I was like sold. Yeah, it's crazy how that is. But dude, it's basically a fucking it may as well be a fucking ROM hack of OT. It just really what MM does for OT, it really fixes a lot of the problems the game had originally and expands upon it. It's literally like Ocarina of Time. To me, it's like Ocarina of Time 2.0. It's kind of like it's kind of like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door to Paper Mario 1, if that is a justifiable comparison. Just project this shit. It's a fucking bird's nest. Bird is the fucking word. Shitty Family Guy reference. Family Guy sucks. It's not that great. It used to be like funny when you're like a kid and it's like swearing's funny. Now it's just like fuck Family Guy. Ranting about Family Guy for no reason. I had like a coworker that used to just like, oh, I still love Family Guy. I'm like, how? It's awful. It's not funny anymore. He's like, he still loves it, I guess. Like, whatever. It's like, grow up. I'm tangenting. Okay. Let's see. Breath of the Wild. What did you think of Breath of the Wild? You know what? Fuck this. I'm saving myself time. Bye. Copy, paste. What do you like about Breath of the Wild? Because I liked it, but I had problems with it compared to like previous Zelda games. What'd you think about the dungeons? It is very free. It's very butter free. I think FFX looks better, but I digress. I think I liked Zora's Domain a lot. That looked really pretty. And I loved Hyrule Castle. My problem with Breath of the Wild lies more so. I didn't like that the 4 dungeons. They all looked the fucking same to me. Well, they all looked the same to begin with. Nothing like they didn't look unique. Which my problem with that is I felt like I was in the same dungeon in 4 different places of the game, despite they had different puzzles, which I thought the puzzles were really good. Very nice. And it felt very different from it did feel different from the rest of like the game. I just think they all looked like that, which was the issue. Which other people have even like Mark Brown of Boss Keys said he's like I think they should not have done the same aesthetic. Because I think a new aesthetic is also it's a reward in itself. It also just tells you it's like, hey, you're in a new area. If it's not spelled out for you already, it tells people you're in a new fucking area. Which I think you need that. You need like varying emotions. It's also like progression because you want to feel like you're doing new things in the game, not just the same shit. Which ties into their shrines. Their shrines I thought were kind of cool, but one of the problems I had with those shrines is if you want to get hearts, you had to do them. And I had times I'm like, I don't feel like doing a fucking shrine right now. You could also be dungeons, but then you had to do the dungeons. Like, let's say there was I wish I could have done like a side quest to get a fucking if I could have done like a side quest, Platonic's back, to do a side quest to do like to get like a piece of heart. That would have been nice, like in old Zelda games. I always liked getting pieces of heart. Glad you could see that. Oh yeah, that's fucking perfect. It does actually raise an eyebrow. Just gonna hide this for now. It does raise in this map I'm making. It raises the eyebrows raised because it looks too fucking. It needs to be big enough to see it. It also just needs to be big enough to fucking play on it. You know what? This texture doesn't have to be transparent. It does look nice, transparent, but it doesn't need to be transparent. Heck, Breath of the Wild, make real side quests, question mark, profit. Just open up Patreon and say you'll make them, and then like showcase like Big Smoke with like a gun, and you know someone will pay you. Let's see, this one. Here we go. Yeah, fuck this and you know, on top of that, less transparency, less lag for the fucking game, so I'm fucking taking it. To anyone unknowing of it, a lot of transparent pixels, and putting them actually right by each other makes the game lag more. At least for N64 shit. I'm sure, like, I don't know. It's weird to think of like limits on other consoles because like the N64 is so limiting. But then I look at other consoles and I'm like, they're able to pull off a lot more. I just wonder like what their poly limit was. Is there a poly limit to Paper Mario's maps? I'm sure there is, but like I would wonder if like you know the number, if there is a number. Because like the perspective is different from how you see it. If you're playing an emulator, it might be different because the N64 itself lags. N64 is fucking weak. It sucks. It's great, but it's fucking weak. Checks. Aha. Check. 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 It's checking. You know what I could just do is donut this bitch. Donut this bad boy. Like this. Hold on a second. Like that. It's on there. No, I can't. Actually, yes, I can. There we go. Let's make sure Link could walk up that. Which he should be able to. But just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to do this. Grab Link. A little bit in more. Even though Bird's Nest are like, kind of like caved in perfectly. Doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. Even though I'd like it to be, but whatever. Not gonna stress out about it. Yeah, it's there. The Link could hopefully fucking walk on this. Actually, as well do. It's a circus, so they could be. Oh, we're a little clean sometimes. Paper Mario might have different microcode actually, so it might even be more optimal. Because I know Rare. They wrote their own microcode. It said fuck FedZex. Fuck FedZex. We're gonna make our own microcode that actually does run better because Rare games don't lag. At least not nearly as much. Models. That is hex for, I don't know. What value is that in hex? Collision vertex tables. I mean, isn't Banjo-Kazooie? Don't they do it? I'm positive they did. Banjo-Kazooie did a good job at like blending textures. 1,024 entries. That's sounds like you have plenty to work with because collision's different than because you typically a collision model has less what should I call it? Why can't I talk? They do have some very like vertex painting is perfect on those. I would like to. I heard normals is also like you could blend with normals. You could blend your textures better. You had like too much collision. You had. Collision. The collision file. I used to have like issues with all that stuff until I make my maps optimal for N64, mostly because like I've been able to test them and they work fine. Oh yeah, it adds a lot. Something I would be interesting to do. Maybe just kind of like figure out all the areas where Mario walks. Because I know you could there's a lot of collision you could cut because Mario doesn't walk there or interact with it. He doesn't need to be there, or any actors for that matter. I mean, I'm sure you know how to optimize your collision, but if you don't, like that's something you could think of. I know collision in like the mesh file, like the file that the file that has what you see is different. So weird I'm making a fucking bird cage. Damn. Have you ever had to cut like too much collision to the point it kind of like ruined a map or no? I know how to do up here. Assembly. Wait, is Star Rod written in assembly? Say no. A lot of N64 games are in C. That's good. When you work on maps, do you tend to like, do you get them done and then go to the next one, or do you like work on many at a time and just kind of jump back and forth? Yeah, it fucking comes out of there. Cause I tend to like work on, I can't work on the same map for too long. I tend to like reach a benchmark and then move on to something else. I usually, I do end up coming back to it, but just not right away. Yeah, so it's a circus. This could be weird. That's the nice thing about this. It's a fucking circus. Oh damn, 2 a day. Shit. I do like one per day. Yep. He'll be climbing that bird cage with a hook shot. And guess what will be in there? Birds. In case you didn't know. Or I should say gow to be more accurate. Yeah, it's such a weird idea I had, honestly, for like it fits. It fits a circus, which is fitting. Put it like that for now. You see that from a distance. That might have some weird effect on the N64, but I think they're spaced out. It's just behind it will give it the weird effect, but they're spaced out far enough. At least each individual face won't have it, but from behind you will. Like when you're inside of here, there shouldn't be any like issues with that map mapping we were talking about the other day, or it's like a lot of like flickering. We shouldn't see any of that here. You'll see it like from a distance. It's because it's just from behind it. Which this should have a little lid back here. Which I should also make a way to get out of here. I'll just erase that one. And what I'll do. Actually, I won't make it a part of the same group too. My ears are hurting. I may go get like water soon or something. Yeah, I'm gonna get water. Water's good. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Book. Ich bin backen. And when It's a federal crime. That's funny. Okay. If you're still there, I'm curious. How long have you been working on CNA? Go name Abyss. Yeah, I'll make that silly fucking orange. Silly orange works here. It's not even like silly orange. It's just I'm just gonna call it silly orange. You planned the whole thing out before you made stuff. Damn. See, I kind of like my. I didn't do that right away. I mean, I plan a bit more now, but I'm what you may call it. I usually just winged it. The thing, like, did you have your story? Oh, like, did you like think of your story before making like anything? Cause I thought of a story while making stuff, and not that it's like bad or like one's better. Maybe one is, but mine ended up like changing while I got better, and just looks like shit. Actually, yeah, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, it looks kind of poopy. Yeah, it looks shitty. Shitty walk. Damn. See, I couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't do that. I like building them. I would like to derive the world from the. I derived it from what I built, which each area kind of had a story behind it already. So I guess there was a story behind it. Just, I guess there was a story behind in general. Just had to get flushed out. It's loosely defined right now for the Zelda hack, but that's really good that you like did that. I think the story matters a lot in like these games. I mean, I like to see story, so I think there are people that I think even people that say they prefer gameplay more. I think they still like to see a story. So like in the end, I still want like something to like that's gonna make me, damn, 100 pages in a Word document. Holy shit. I honestly I just need to get down to writing the story for mine because we have it. It's pretty much there. Like we're not switching between stories anymore. Oh, what am I putting up here? Something that takes you over here. Yeah, that's what you would need. What actor fucking does that? Let's see what actors do that. Fire temples. This would be kind of fitting here. Um, let's see, fire temple sliding block. Oh, I know. I'll just put up one of those bridges that extend out when you step on it. That'd be a nice circus effect. Just goes out for you. Huh? If you jumped off it, you'd be fucked. But fuck it. Who cares? That's what's happening. It's made out of whatever. can't think about it too much. I mean, I should, but I just retexture the fucking block. Damn, I can't. That honestly just amazes me that you wrote all that before making anything. Have you, before making your Paper Mario hack, have you created anything else? I know you were saying like in the that you created stuff before. Like you were compelled to create stuff, so I'm just curious if you ever. Man, that's really smart. Minecraft kind of counts. I'd say Minecraft does actually count. I mean, even though it's like, Minecraft gets a lot of shit just because it's Minecraft, but I mean, it's another medium. It's not like it's not a medium. Like just because it's not like a modeling program doesn't mean you can't make stuff worth appreciating, or the creativity, the idea behind it. It's still there. It's just the medium's different. I'm saving this too. Let's see. I'll save it on my desktop. Seaside. Right now, Carnival Docks. Carnival. I'm just saving this just so I don't lose progress. Oh shit, I'm itchy. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh, definitely is. If you ask me, I think creativity is like it's like a muscle. What are your thoughts on like creativity? Like, do you think like some people's creativity is it's all subjective, but you think like some people literally have a better creativity? Like, do you think that's a thing? That's fine. Actually, a little blurry. 'Cause I think personally, I think creativity is a muscle. It gets like the more you use it, I think it does get better. Like your ideas will get more flushed out. Like you know how to define, your work. The more, you practice your creativity. I feel like it's just like any other form of art, really. Like music. That's something I would love to learn. What the fuck? I hate when shit like this happens. For no fucking reason. Other than to just be stupid. It's just like, oh, nope. Oh, I see what the issue is. Well, some people are definitely predisposed to be better equipped for different things. It depends on what you're driven by. If you have the drive to challenge your imagination and learn new things, you're bound to be more creative. What do you mean by like challenge your imagination? Like do things you think you elaborate. I'm curious to what you mean by that. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. Ah, okay. Thinking of like good ideas. I sometimes I like to do that. I usually like create when I get like a strike of lightning. Like kind of like a eureka moment. You're like, oh, I need to do this. That's how it usually like always happened to me. I mean, I've had there's times don't get me wrong. There's times I'm like, oh, I really want to make this. I'm compelled to make this. Usually, I just do it by feeling, whether if I want it, like to look different. See, I drew a little bit. I never like really got into drawing. I would like reference draw. That's the most I would do. Alright, yeah, so look like that. I probably have to fix the tones all later. Fluid intelligence. Yes, it does. I heard a saying where it's like creativity stems from knowledge, but at the same time, knowledge limits creativity. Read a quote, I should say, not read a thing. Really like your creative insight. Learning your creative insight. It's very interesting. I get a lot more since you're also a I know I could have the water there actually. Since you're also a world builder. World builders like know this stuff. You're a writer for sure. That's the cool thing. I like that. I like that. That is true. That's an interesting thing because what was I gonna say? I think experience is also flesh out creativity. Like someone that's experienced life, like let's say they did a lot of things, they tend to have like also have fleshed out creativities. I guess that goes in hand with learning. Ha, that answers the question. Yeah, because I felt like I guess like you could study things and you do learn from that. Like when you're reading something, your imagination pops something in your head, which like does happen, especially like when you were younger, reading like textbooks about like the Mayans and stuff. Like I remember vividly like my thoughts during that when learning that stuff. But the reason I say I'm experiences is because like an experience is like you don't forget those. Or it's not. It's like it's diff. What the fuck? It's not academic knowledge, I guess. I guess I'm pairing it too much with academics. Well, here's the thing. Creativity is like it's basically like it's an expression of yourself. So something you've seen is definitely what you're expressing. Because I got inspired for like this one thing. This was on a Zelda project I used to be on. I'm not on anymore, but I'm what you might call it. The idea was to have something have a companion follow you. And what I did, what I got inspired to also like influence this design was I was like watching one of my friends play a show at like Six Flags, which like looked like a Western town, and that dungeon was supposed to be like Western themed. I want to read this is my question whether or not certain prehistoric aquatic monsters are actually extinct for humans. Alright, you're talking like fossil records. You see, the thing with the sea is it's so deep, it's so fucking deep that we haven't explored it all. But we do know the history of our Earth pretty well through fossil records is how we figured it out. And carbon dating, I believe. So I think that is how we do know that they were extinct. Not just the fossils, but the carbon dating. You know, if I had something like moss, it'd be perfect because the water here. It's kind of shoddy. This needs like it needs a roof. I know I'll do. I'll just do this. Some of them might not be extinct still, but we do know that since plate tectonics. That's actually funny you say that because that's how humans that's how humans survived, is because we know there was just a small pack of them because they survived an ice age. So no, you're right. You're totally right when you say that. Oh, like 10,000 years ago. So they still wouldn't be around today. Like their species wouldn't have been around still. Where is this texture? I want to show you some stuff. I would like to show you some of my own work too. More of it. Looking for the texture. Thunderbolts of lightning, la 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 la, Galileo, 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 Galileo. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's pretty great. Will that texture work? It might look different next to. Oh, the thing is, I have to recolor this shit anyway. I just actually, it does look kind of nice. And the circular, yeah, the circularness kind of works here because it looks more inviting. What's up? Thank you. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna look at this picture. The Atlantic. Oh, that is one wicked looking turtle. Looks like or is that a because that's like the nose. That looks like a dragon head actually. Like there's its eye and then there's its nose. I mean, at the same time, it could be a turtle because like that looks like a fin, and this looks like the turtle's mouth, and it's like on top of a rock. But I think it's like a different type of reptilian. Perfectly preserved dinosaur. Shit. Damn. I heard they actually thought positive they think dinosaurs were more height pitched. I remember reading some article on it. Why the fuck is this doing this? What the fuck is this fail? What the fuck is this fail? Where is it? Right here. Why the dinosaurs have to die? Because you touch yourself at night. It seems okay. I gotta fix that. Seems are okay. Sometimes they're not the end of the fucking world like some people pay them to be, but you do want your stuff to like at least like try to make it bleed a bit better. Like I don't to like, anyone that makes maps, just like try to make see like that looks better now. It's not as noticeable. It's okay if stuff seems, you know, sometimes just make it not look as noticeable. Fuck the second seam. Oh, you all need to see this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you all some. I'm gonna enlighten you all. Thank you for reminding me, PSI. I'm going to enlighten everybody. PSI he's already been enlightened from this knowledge. Do turn your headphones down a little bit if you have your volume down. Oh, you're all gonna love this.
I hate the second theme. It just won't work. Fuck the second theme. Fuck the second theme.
Perfect. Fuck the second theme. I love that kid. He's fucking legendary. The kid is a legend, I swear. You wonder how he exists. It's like, oh no, it's just perfect. Excuse me. Actually, you know, I know a better texture than this white shit. I do like that white shit. It does look cool. It does look neat. But no different texture. Won't be as smooth, but that's okay. I don't want it to be this is by the shore. And a lot of Greece, a lot of Greek architecture is since Greece is kind of like an archipelago in a sense. Positive it is. I know there's some of its mainland, but there's a lot of islands. It's kind of fitting for it. Where is this texture? What the fuck is this file? Where is it? Come on. Any second. Let's see. I could use that one. That's not the one I'm using. I use that texture too much. You guys ever have like guilty pleasure? Not guilty pleasure textures, but like textures you use kind of a lot in maps. And you kind of think like, maybe I shouldn't use it so much because like you want to keep things looking unique, but you like the texture so much. Because this is like Legos for me. For me. If you guys ever play with Legos, like this is what digging with textures is like. Like discovering new textures is the best. That like work really well for what you want, or you want it to work. That's also a beautiful thing. I just saw this texture too. I know it's an texture. Forest Temple, ew. Oh, was it you that told me? Hold on, there's a Forest Temple texture. I'm just gonna open up Project 64. There's a thing in Forest Temple. It's fucked up. It's crazy what they did. The thing is, I never noticed it until a friend of mine CDI pointed it out to me. P.S. I knows him. Hold on. Let me get my 64 controller. Forest Temple's great. I think Water Temple is my personal favorite from Ocarina of Time. I just love its atmosphere and everything about it. I love that it's difficult too. No, it's not my personal realm. It's just I'm just going to Forest Temple really quick. I'll have to walk there. But I was gonna show you. You should have said OOT. Is this what I think it is? It's OoT. Let's get there in style at least. You know. There we go. Hold on. I'm just gonna get the forest temple really quick because there's something I want to show you in there that's kind of funny. It's like what they did. Oh, I know, blue tunic's the best. Out of my fucking face, Moblin. Okay, here we go, perfect. Skip that cutscene. Stop. It's actually back walking the fastest way to go. There's a trick you could do. You could do like this. Hold on, I want to try to do it. I know, I'm like... That's the best way. There's a way to do it. You gotta Link face the camera, and it looks really good. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, you can see it right now. Okay, so look at this. Look at these textures. Look at this shit. It's fucked up right here. See how like it's different from like this one? It's so obvious. It's funny. What? Retextures. Yeah, it's like Z targeting while facing the camera. Yeah, like you could do that. Fuck. You're supposed to like tap it twice. It's hard to do. That shade of blue on Link looks really good though. Fuck. Yeah, right here. Unless you're talking like on the wall itself. Shit, I'm just trying to do that thing where you could have Link face the camera. There's another one. Oh, like you're talking like on this wall. It's pretty normal. I always like looking at textures in OT. It's always fun to see them. Or like analyzing them. Like I love doing that. I do it. Me and my buddy, like I do it in MM as well. With my buddy, we race it to 100%. It's fucking super fun to do. It's like what makes this game look good, and then you like copy it. It's like yes. I can't see the wall, but I really want to do that Z targeting, like face the camera. Fuck, I did it once. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Hold on. Okay, I can't do it. I'm just gonna get back to mapping. Fuck it. Oh, shit. I need to find this texture for the fucking, for the floor. See whatchamacallit. It might be frame perfect, which is I hate frame perfect tricks. I know where I have it. I've seen someone do it like in the first try though. It was crazy. What was I gonna say? Here, yeah, this is the texture I want to use because it's like, it's stylish, and it's 32 by 32. So, damn it. I think this other one might be 64 by 64, which saving, save space. It actually looks fine like that. Like double tiled in hallways. Let's look at it from like a distance. Looks a little bit busier. Just want to make sure like you're walking on it, you can kind of like. No, it needs to be tinier. Make sure the impression, like when you're walking on it, it feels like you could see the design on it. Yeah, so this will be not super white, but a little like tinted green. Yeah, like see, like look at that. It's like perfect for this. Don't watch fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck Kilgore. I don't know who he is. It's Igor. Oh, actually, no, this is Kilgore on on Twitch. Fucking Blue. Such an asshole. Is it? What is it? I haven't played it. I see like trailers of it at my work. Like how does it play? Looks like it plays differently than the when I just mass pace it, yeah. Looks like it plays differently than the old games, which I'm okay with. I don't know if I'll get it, but at least I get to like appreciate it. I just won't be getting new games anytime soon, just because they money. Yeah, sure. I'll watch it as long as it's like quick. 6 seconds. Oh, Pack of the Disco, they're not bad.
Okay, I can't stop playing Pokemon.
I'll speed it up. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I'll watch.
I was very excited. Like
I'll watch
I'm
what
sure
gets
a lot
the
of other
point.
people were. Nostalgic ties to that first generation, but with it being basically a Pokemon Go tie-in, I had obvious
okay, made them
concerns. I was
stylish.
still optimistic, but as more and more information about the game started coming out,
Be cool they hit them.
To be less and less interested in this game and started just thinking it was gonna be bullshit. And I'm sure a lot of people felt the exact same way. But I am here to say that that assumption was wrong. And this game is really fucking good, despite the fact that the internet is not going to want you to like it. Now, I'm going to be upfront and say that I have not liked a Pokemon game since Black and White 2. I loved every generation up until Black and White 2, and then after that, I fucking don't like it. I can't stand it anymore. I can't play it. X and Y, I got pretty far, but then just got bored. To the game to keep it fresh, basically. The series is aging. It's very old, and with new generations, they kept adding more and more shit to keep it fresh. But
it just shows them. That's nice.
It just made it more and more convoluted. And as far as the story goes, it's just endless dialogue that's really not very interesting. And the game started to feel like just a checklist of things to do as opposed to an adventure. With all that aside, though, when the game was first announced, I do remember thinking to myself, okay, maybe this is exactly not necessarily where the series needs to go, but maybe this is exactly what Pokemon needs to do to engage me again. Because now this version is stripped of all the extra things that were added, and it's just Pokemon in its like purest form. And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they took away all these features, they took away breeding and held items and all this other stuff. No, they didn't take away anything. This is a spin-off. It's not a mainline game. I hope to some degree this does influence the newer games going on, but this is just a spin-off. You don't have
Oh,
to be worried
it
about
is a
the
spin-off.
series
It's
from
technically
now on
right.
being fucking Pokemon Go. It's not. That's ridiculous. And to continue on with that thought, this game is not Pokemon Go. The only thing Pokemon Go-esque in this entire game is how you catch Pokemon, which, to be honest, I don't like how you caught Pokemon before anyway. Did anybody really like it? It's a
It's
pain
better.
in
It's
the
more
ass. You
engaging.
have to attack a Pokemon and get it down
It
to a
was
little
still not
sliver
too
of
bad
health,
back then.
hoping that you don't have to be worried about walking in tall grass. All the Pokemon are out in the open. You can see where they
That's a bit better. I mean, some people hate random encounters, so it's makes sense. It'd be cool if like each Pokemon, like they put them into like a set, and they have them like do a certain pattern. You know, based on their what you may call it, based on their like what type they are. They move at you a certain way, and you could like avoid them. And since it's like a Pokemon, it could have like its memory could just be bad, which would be kind of funny. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. It'd be pretty neat if they did that, though. I think it'd be funny. It's like the Pokemon doesn't know what to Where'd you go? I just ran past you, ran past me, or like I just dashed past you. Like that's what I would have done. That's what I would have added. I'm not Nintendo, so I can't, So I always found like the best ideas, like the ones you interact with directly instead of like I was playing Mario Party, the new one at my buddy's house. And it's weird because like what you might call it. It wasn't like super engaged. There was a problem with like some of the mini games. They didn't feel engaging, and it felt like you did something and then something happened rather than you do something and like okay, it was like rather than controlling a cannon, you controlled something that controlled a cannon. Like you basically controlled the button that controlled the cannon, which if that makes sense. So it's weird because it didn't feel like you were shooting a cannon. It felt like you're hitting a dice block which shot a cannon, which the dice blocks. I mean, you could kind of read them, but that's not as fun as like aiming the cannon and shooting it, which would be a lot funner, a lot more fun. That's nice. The shiny ponytail. Ponytail. I like ponytail. It looks nicer that you could at least see the Pokemon in the grass. More nice, I should say, rather than just fuck. Than just like random encounters. Some people like random encounters. It's kind of like Paper Mario in that it's kind of Paper Mario that you'd see and dash past them if you wanted to. So I think that's the problem. Mario Party is like that's like the thing. It's like randomness should be like fun. Like minigames should be like Mario Party 4's minigames are just genius, and so are like there's a few Mario Parties that are like fucking gold, but I think that one like yeah they just kind of felt stale. Even like the first time like I was playing a few, I'm like this is not that great. Like I don't know why these new Mario Party games just got bad. I don't know how it happened, but it fucking did. So nope, they did not. Nintendo does not know how to fix games. This will be like the only Greco architecture on this island. Oh, this. Oh my god. Where's my Greco architect? This is like the only. This is mostly a circus. This will only. This will be like the only. The only reason this Greco architecture is here is kind of like a. Kind of like ruins. They kind of made into like a that would have been made into. See you later, man. You have a go on. Nice talking to you. Appreciate you coming in here. What was as I was saying though, what you may call it? What the fuck is it? Lost my train of thought. What was I talking about again? Could you remind me? Can one of you guys remind me? I was talking about something. I just don't remember what it was. Yeah, Mario Party. Fuck, what was it though? It was something specific. I can't remember it for the fucking life of me. I'm not even gonna try to remember it. Honestly, that'll probably help me make me remember it better that I don't try. But it's killing me because we were just talking about it. Getting sidetracked. I forgot what it was that was fucked up about it that we were talking about. That's something new. I hope this like Greco architecture. I have to do something to make it look more toony. Because even though I do like it, I do want this like it's a circus. Even though I did want to include this, it should just at least fit. Like I actually trying to make it, look like this is an attraction. Like if you see this like you get your circus tent. Well, good night, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Two days straight, damn. I've been playing Fire Emblem 7 lately. Thank you. Good night. Oh yeah, it's like 2 o'clock. Yeah. Got a good chunk of the map done. I just got some cool, nice parts. Since it's not like a full dungeon anyway. It's not. It doesn't have to be super big, which is nice. Some ideas just come off while I was creating this too, which is always fun to do. I think it's pretty fun when that happens. But I also do have like that bird cage I thought of before this. I always find those ideas are like better. Like you have like your main ideas, and then you have like your ideas in between them to like fit your main ideas, so to say. Like it's like writing basically. like I argue like building maps is more like it's more artistic than I mean I guess I could slide for now. It's more artistic than that'd be a cool like piece though to see on like a map. Like imagine like a hill right here and you see like that sticking out. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that sometime. I don't know. We'll see. Climb into the this Greco texture? Yeah. He'll be able to climb into this building. Just building the bottom part. Just like edge, just so it's just so the building's like coherent. Motherfucker. Actually, no, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. I just gotta fix the texture. Oh, actually, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, that still looks pretty cool. I wouldn't need a... no, I like the new color. My rule of thumb is like new layer, new texture. Jesus Christ. I don't know why it does this. SketchUp, come on. Come in. Oh, what's the fuck, man? Alright, I'm fucking with that later. I'm not gonna fucking... I would just do texturing later. Or like perfect texturing later, I should say. Polishing. So, you know, I could lace this thing with like little traps in here, like the spikes. It's pretty neat. I might have to save this stream somehow. I don't know how to do that, but I think it'd be cool to do. Sounds like a hell circus. I don't want it to be like a hell circus. You know, like, I don't know, that's what usually comes out when I make shit. It's like, it's dark. Which, the reason I'm making this circus is because I want lighter areas. To have so many dark areas, which I love, don't get me wrong, I fucking absolutely love dark areas. I just want some, like, light with it. Just so the dark areas are, like, they feel more rewarded. Just, like, contrast, really. It's all part of, like, the composition of the world, you know? And then you see that fucking bird cage. And then over here, I want, like, something, like, over here. Just have, like, that you know, picture perfect entrance. A fucking, like, Ferris wheel right here. Ferris wheel. And I was talking to Mr. Walton about this, the Spire. I'm like, what if we had confetti as, like, a particle effect, like snow? I think it'd be pretty cool. Like, imagine, like, confetti in, like, a gray, like a cold area, but it's confetti. That would just look super cool. Like, slow falling confetti, so it just looks, you know... Because confetti looks like... Oh, that's crazy. It's like colorful snow. but not wet. Because wet is like, well, I mean it's a little different, but I wonder what confetti's made out of. I'm just gonna check this. I feel like it. It's fucking like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I'll have to watch that in a second. Yeah, it's connected. That's good. I'm fine with that bird cage. Huh. I think I'm gonna work on this more tomorrow. I'm getting kind of tired right now, so save it again. Yeah. Whew. Making OoT maps. All right. Well, I will. Anyone that's still watching, I'll see you later. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating in chat. That was. Oh, made this more fun. Something to talk about while I do it. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Alright, well, have a good night, y'all. Peace out.